The delivery boy had been on the night shift for nearly 4 hours, the streets of Lagos slick with rain, neon lights reflecting off puddles like shards of broken glass. He thought he had seen it all, drunken brawls, abandoned wallets, arguments spilling from open windows, but nothing had prepared him for this. A small, unmarked package rested on the edge of his motorbike seat, heavy for its size, wrapped in brown paper and tied with twine. There was no return address, no name, only a faint ticking that made his stomach twist. His first instinct was to leave it. Just ride past and forget it ever existed. But curiosity, that dangerous whisper, tugged at him. He glanced over his shoulder. The street was empty. The rain drummed against the roof of a nearby kiosk, masking any sound he might make. His hands itched to pick it up. One strike of a lighter, one slip of a key, one wrong move, he knew, and everything could end. Yet every instinct, every warning he had learned from years on these streets, fought with a thrill pulsing through his veins. He opened it a little, enough to peek, but the package resisted. The lock clicked, tiny but deliberate. Whoever sent it hadn't wanted it easy. Whoever had sent it had waited for someone like him, someone reckless enough to notice. As he sat on his bike, rain soaking his jacket, he remembered the stories his older brother had told him about temptation. How one small curiosity could ruin a man's life. But this wasn't just curiosity, it was fate delivered to his hands, challenging him. He wondered, was this an opportunity, or a trap? Could it be fortune? Or could it be a debt he could never pay? Hours passed, but the package did not move. The city seemed to hold its breath. He rode to the first address listed on the slip tucked under the twine, but it was a dead end, a shuttered store, a flickering sign, no one in sight. The rain-slicked streets now felt like corridors in a labyrinth. And every shadow seemed to stretch toward him, waiting to punish curiosity. Then, from nowhere, a figure appeared, a man in a hoodie, leaning against the wall, watching. Heart hammering, the delivery boy froze. He wasn't sure if the man was friend or foe. Every muscle in his body screamed to run, but something told him he couldn't abandon the package now. Whoever had sent it had plans, and they were counting on him to see them through. He decided, carefully, to continue. Each street he rode made the package feel heavier, not physically, but as though it carried the weight of every secret in the city. And then he noticed a note tucked under the twine. It was simple, almost innocuous, do not open until you reach the destination. The warning should have stopped him. It didn't. He knew there was a risk, a life-changing one, in every choice he made from here. He imagined the possibilities, hidden fortune, evidence of crime, or something worse. Someone was playing a game with him, and he had no idea of the rules. When he finally arrived at the last address, a narrow alley behind a shuttered warehouse, the tension was unbearable. Rain dripped from the corrugated roof above. He put the package down, and as he did, he realized he wasn't alone. The man in the hoodie had followed him silently. Heart thudding, he turned slowly. The figure raised a gloved hand, pointing at the package, and whispered, "You're exactly where you're supposed to be." The delivery boy's fingers hovered over the lock, the final choice now entirely his. He could open it and step into a world he didn't yet understand, or leave it and pretend none of this had ever happened. Sweat ran down his temple, mixing with the rain. Every street he had ridden, every shadow he had dodged, every night spent on the job had led to this single moment. He lifted the flap, and inside, nothing was as he expected. Coins. No. Evidence. No. Instead, a single photograph, old and crinkled, of a person he recognized instantly, his estranged older brother, the one who had left him alone years ago. And on the back, a message, "I need you to find me before it's too late." The world felt like it had shifted. The rain, the city, the night, everything suddenly carried meaning. This package, this seemingly innocuous brown paper, was a bridge between the life he knew and the secrets he had never imagined. He didn't know what would happen next, only that he couldn't ignore it. The night had delivered him a choice, one he could never take back. As he mounted his bike, gripping the handlebars tighter than ever, he glanced at the man in the hoodie. Gone. Vanished like a shadow swallowed by darkness. but the photograph, the message, the weight of the decision, all remained. And for the first time, the delivery boy felt the pulse of destiny racing through his veins, unstoppable, terrifying, and utterly alive.